in my series of how to fight Menat with Zangief. And 1.4 I'll be covering the Khamun Kick, just like the last two videos, except today I'm covering the hard kick version. This is the last version, and this is the last unique attack. So I'm going to be done with the 1.0 series here. Alright, so let's get this on and get it going. I mentioned in the last video how every time the kick button gets stronger, Menat goes more vertical with this move. Alright, let's take a look at the hard kick version. Yeah, she is practically vertical at this point. So the best part about this is now we can even do neutral jump counters, if I can get my timing right. We can do neutral jump counters and punish her when she lands. Okay, but if we don't, we can stand beside, we can backdash or walk backwards. And SPD, light SPD, I would do, well, probably do the hard SPD, but let's start over. The light's going to give you the best range. I know the hard is better because it plants her closer to you. But again, you could block this for a minuscule amount of damage. And follow up with the hard punch SPD. Can she counter you? Can she counter you? On block, she's -2. I'm guessing that's through -7, somewhere in that ballpark. But so she's negative frames anyway if you block, regardless, because again, bunch of frame data and not one specific number. But that's fine. We see here that I can SPD here now. Of course, she's not programmed to do anything. But the point is that she's negative frames when she comes down. She's at least -2, and -2 means that 3 more added on to it is total of 5 frames that we have to do an SPD. That's all SPD requires is 5. And again, that's assuming that's assuming she tried to throw out her fastest move, which is the standing light kick, which has 3 frame startup. Even if she did, we've seen that. If you guys remember when I did that video, that move has no range. So if she throws that out there, that's not going to catch you. That's not going to hit you. Like, I've literally stood next to her, and, you know, that doesn't, so let's say number 4. Look at that range on that. That's nothing, right? You know. So even standing right next to her practically, I don't get hit. So let's say I turn on number 3 and 4. Say she did number 3 first. She keeps doing number 3. And then does number 4. Of course I can't get her that. I'd actually have to record that. But you see how the important part is you saw how low the range was on that light kick. So chances are, if she even does do that, chances are, you know, and is actually able to react. But if you see the opponent is very fast, very sharp, very reactive, you could go with the light punch version, because even if she walks backwards after she sees you block it, she's gonna get scooped up by the SPD. So the light version there will guarantee you actually get it when she's done landing. So we see that these are counterable by the SPD, and they're also easily avoidable with a simple backdash, even on the light kick version, which is the one she's most horizontal on. Even though she's very horizontal on the light kick one, we found that we were able to, you know, that's another option, the iron muscle. We found we were able to avoid it. So that's another possibility. Iron muscle, you know, flex, release, and that gives us frame advantage enough to do the SPD. Iron muscle on hit, I believe, is +2, so that gives us, you'd have to add 3 more to that for her to get her fastest move. That gives her 5 frames. All we need is 5, the SPD. And because you can buffer the input during iron muscle a little bit, goodness, I cannot get her to get position. Because you can buffer the SPD input. Like right now, I can start putting it in, and then, well, not quite that early, but you know, I can put it in a little early, and I can grab her. So Anyway, that's definitely punishable. This move's definitely punishable, but easily avoidable. At the very worst case scenario, you can backdash away from it. And so this move is cool. It's kind of unique, but likely she'll be throwing it in the mix. She doesn't want to be throwing it at any old. She doesn't want to just come, start the fight, jump right in, and go right into that. She doesn't want to do that because that's very dangerous. We have so many ways we can punish that. It's not even funny. We could just headbutt her right out of the air with that and knock her to the ground. That's pretty dangerous. That headbutt does 100 points of damage, and her moves only do, her come on kick only does 60. So we don't want that. She's not going to want that. Risk that. So most likely you'll see this kick when she's in the middle of, when you're on the ground and she's doing it preemptively, or if you're busy with the orbs, or you're stunned or something, then she might throw this kick out there. But I don't see her doing it a lot, just on occasion. Just know if you see her do it, just know that you can move in and punish her for doing it. Okay, that's it for the unique attacks, guys. I'm not sure what direction I'll move next. I'll probably go into special attacks. So, special moves, yes, that's the next thing on the list. I'm not going to cover the throws. There's really no need to cover the throwing moves. They're just like anybody else. 5-frame startup, they're just normal moves. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to go into special attacks next. Alright guys, thanks for watching and take care.